Okay, I'm in Paris and I'm fucking tired and wired. Lack of sleep, tons of adrenaline. I'm in Paris at a time of year when the grey sky means it feels like exactly the same time all day long, and also there's no sense of north, south, east or west. The place isn't laid out on a grid, so it's incredibly easy to get lost under those conditions. Also things like not speaking the language, being preoccupied with the intensity of street activism, which, in a way that has only just begun for us. We're here for another couple of weeks, but wouldn't change it for the world. And I'm fucking thrilled that a few years since Occupy Melbourne of building up this activist video making skill has meant that supporters have brought me here. I didn't bring myself here. Our little group WACA, Whistleblowers, Activists and Citizens Alliance, have been brought here to support the climate guardians, and we have a ton of support back home in Australia, and we've only been here for a few days, but we've made a splash, and the local activist communities, at least some of them, and no, in fact, actually that's ridiculous. All of them would have to know that we're here now, simply because we've been on the fucking television, newspapers, websites. We've had a big media presence, radio. There's just been little spots of it all over the place. Someone sent me a file today of links to references to the climate angels, and it's extensive, and I haven't had a chance to have a look at it. We've got shit to do. I haven't had a chance to wade through the huge amount of footage I've already taken of the climate angels in action. I can report this though, with all of the adrenaline, the lack of sleep, and being in a situation where I am the only man in a crew of about 15 people, means that my cycle has synchronized with the ladies, so that's making me feel at home. I've noticed that women talk a lot about their bodies, their health, how they are feeling, which men don't fucking do, and that's probably why we are so fucked as a bunch of dudes. We don't talk about that shit. Anyway, so many revelations and epiphanies and things coming clear. But now anyway, the issue is we've made it this far here in Paris. We've transported our Australian direct action here and our guerrilla street theatre here, and we've achieved a lot of what we wanted to achieve way too early. It's overwhelming. Now what the fuck do we do? We are tired and a little bit drained and a little bit fried, and now we have to think very strategically about what to do next, which is totally fucking cool. If there's one thing I don't mind at all, despite not being a workaholic, I like the intensity, and I like the madness, and I like the improvising and the having to trust your instincts, and I like having no time to think and having to make decisions really quickly, and I like the fact that I feel I and we are capable of doing that because we have an amazing, strong support network back in Australia, but also starting to build here. People that we can ask for advice, tips for how to do things, people who've done what we're doing and what we're going to do, people who've done that before, who know what they're talking about, because we're not inventing anything here. All we are doing is taking pieces that already exist in the activist handbook, and we've shuffled them around in a different way, and it's worked. a visible group of 7 people, that's the 7 angels, with a support crew on the street of 3-4 people, so 11 or 12 people maybe, probably about 11, I'd say about 11 people out on the streets have done amazing things and have blown people away and inspired them. And one of the real cappers, and this is pretty goddamn emotional, as we walked past the Bataclan the other day, and women, particularly French women, Parisians, were saying this is perfect. This is perfect. And had their hands on their hearts. So fuck, you know. Anyway, I'm gonna go and have what's known as a nap. Check out the cool bike, vintage. All right, that's this update. Good.